We pour our meatballs in there, preferably without splashing on ourselves. Toss them around. Y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. Y'all, look, it is an absolutely lovely, bright, sunny day here in the Northland, and we are headed oot and a boot. But we are not rookies here, are we? We know, dang it, apparently I am a rookie. Let's try this. There we go. I know, I'm still trying to figure out this new camera, but it doesn't look any different to y'all. Oh, goodness. But I promise you, it is much less janky this week than it was last week. And now I can flip yous around and show you the other way. If I want to show you that it's bright and sunny outside and tell you that we ain't falling for that, because we know that bright and sunny in the Northland means cold and breezy. But anyway, we'll get into all that as soon as y'all go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. Yeah, so y'all, it's Friday, as usual. We're headed oot and a boot. Still no PT. I thought I'd give you a little update. So, of course, now I'm cutting off the top of my head. Hang on. All right, I should just not touch things while I'm driving. Anyway, so PT, well, I'm not going to PT because we're on a break for a couple of weeks. But I'm gradually feeling better, and y'all know what that means. If things are going good, if things are going well, y'all know that means I got to break something. So I think I'm ready to up my game a little bit. Now I'm still doing my physical therapy exercises that Katie gave me to do. I still do those every day. And I've been doing a bunch of yoga, but y'all, I feel like I'm just like on the cusp of getting a little like jiggly in the middle. So I think I might start doing some core workouts, not like hardcore core workouts like we used to do back in the day before we broke ourselves, but just something. So I think maybe I'll do that today, is a core workout, and just see how it goes. And, you know, maybe I won't do the whole thing. Maybe I'll just take it easy, but we'll just see. Because, yeah, I feel like I'm starting to feel better so I can push it. And if it hurts, I'll just not do it again. I know, y'all don't judge me. Anyway, so that's what I'm thinking about that. And, y'all, I think not this Sunday, but next Sunday, I think is Super Bowl Sunday. So let me tell you what I think about all that. So let me tell you my policy on professional football. My policy on professional football is that I root for whatever team has the most former Georgia players on it. I know, perfectly logical, right? So way back in the day when, I don't know if it was when fantasy football first started, or just when like our friends first started getting into it. The intern and I each had a fantasy football team. And again, my policy was to just draft all former Georgia players. And my defense was the defense that had the most former Georgia players. I mean, it's just math. It is just simple math. So the intern thought that wasn't a very good approach, whatever. So then after that season, we decided maybe I shouldn't play fantasy football anymore, and he wasn't wrong. So anyway, that's how I'm choosing. In case you're wondering, in case anybody even cares who I want to win the Super Bowl, it's the team with the most Georgia players, so y'all just do your own math. But anyway, none of that matters. Here's what matters is, let's talk about, because everybody goes to to Super Bowl. I don't go to a Super Bowl party, but all the cool kids go to Super Bowl parties. So what do you do when you go to a Super Bowl party? Like, do you just eat what's at the party? Of course, that's an option. Now, as always, I'm going to give my caveat, which is, if your eating plan, your diet, whatever it is based on your health, like if you have to eat certain things because of your health, disavow everything I'm finna say and do what you need to do to make yourself safe and healthy. So if that means you're going to a party and you have to take your own food, go to a party and take your own food. If that means not going to a party because you're so allergic to stuff that you can't be around folks eating things, you do you. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to folks who are just maybe trying to make better choices about their food, and maybe how, like, what we can do to still have fun with our friends, go to Super Bowl parties, and still make better choices. So I don't really have a list, because sometimes I bore even myself with my lists, but I thought, so I'm driving, I got to go a few places because we're making some stuff today. So I figured while we were driving, instead of me sitting in the parking lot looking like a dang felon, waiting for my felonious friends to come out, I thought I would talk to y'all just while I was driving. So here was my thought. Of course, you can just go to the party and eat the things and deal with it the next day. Deal with the calories the next day. And I know that's how a lot of people do it. And again, you do you. What I like to do is, if I go to a party and, you know, your host either asks you or allows you to bring a dish, often I will take 2 dishes. One, I just make a dish like that's just good, like not low points, not low calorie, not low nothing. And that's just like for all the people. Then I try to make a dish that's not necessarily like 99% lean ground turkey, you know, fried in a pan and, you know, just with fat-free ranch dressing or something on it, because who wants that? I mean, I would eat that at a party, but who wants to take that to a party? So I try to make a dish that's like lower in calories or lower in points, but just not crazy, that people might still like. So let's talk about some ideas for those kind of things. What kind of things can you take to a party if you want to have an option there that other people might like, but that's still a little bit healthier than your like regular buffalo chicken dip, like average party fare? I have some ideas. Cocktail shrimp. Y'all, cocktail shrimp are a great option. And you can make, like, if you make just regular cocktail sauce, like you can use sugar-free or like no sugar added ketchup, but you can make cocktail sauce with just regular ketchup and then make you another kind of dip, like maybe make a dill dip or something that's made with fat-free Greek yogurt. So you have a dip and maybe dill dip with shrimp is gross, I don't know, but make you a dip that you can dip your shrimps in, but then make a regular dip that other people can dip their shrimps in. And of course, shrimp are 0 points. So cocktail shrimp is always a good option. I mean, unless you don't like shrimp, in which case I will take yours. A veggie platter, y'all, even the intern likes to take a veggie platter, and y'all know the intern. Even he likes to take a veggie platter to parties. And again, this is one of those that you can do different dips with. For us, I would do like our 0 point ranch dip and maybe our roasted red pepper hummus. Y'all, that one is so, or the, maybe not the roasted, well, you could do the roasted red pepper one, but the sun-dried tomato hummus is so pretty. It's 0 points. So you could do that with maybe a regular ranch dip or our 0 point ranch dip with a crudité tray. Fabulous for a party. While we're talking hummuses, different flavors of hummus, make our chocolate hummus and take a fruit platter. There are a bunch of different low point, low calorie fruit dips you can make that you can take with a fruit tray. But y'all, that chocolate hummus, that's a hero move right there. So take a vegetable platter or a fruit platter with hummus or some, God, mother, son of a... Some folks' children driving cars, y'all, I'm telling you. So yeah, fruit tray or a veggie tray with hummus or some other dips would be a great option. What about, we've talked about this before, make and this might be more if you're hosting the party at your house, but you can do this and like make it nice on a tray and take it with. Get you a nice big cucumber and slice it like on a diagonal, like slice it. I say on the bias, I think that's like for cutting fabric. I don't even know where I got that word from, but anyway, slice it like on the, like not straight across the cucumber like this, but like on a diagonal so you have bigger pieces of cucumber, and make you either like a tuna, I wouldn't necessarily make tuna maybe to take to a party, but like use our chicken in a can and make you a chicken salad with our fat-free, person just sitting there not going, with our 0 point ranch dip instead of mayonnaise, and use a nice robust stone ground mustard in your chicken salad. Put that on your cucumber slices and put maybe a little pimento or something on top. Y'all, those are super cute, very tasty, very 0 points. Or if you don't want to do, because that way it's 0 points, but if you don't want to do the 0 point ranch dip, if you want to do actual mayo, you can do a light mayonnaise, which I want to say is a point per tablespoon. Then you'd have to calculate your points because I don't know how much mayonnaise you would use, but that would still be a low point, low calorie option, and it would be very tasty. So, and it's super cute. So some kind of salad on cucumber slices would be a great option. And while we're doing those kind of like devilly things, what about deviled eggs? Again, you can do deviled eggs with like a light mayo, or do deviled eggs with our fat-free 0 point ranch dip instead of mayo for 0 point deviled eggs, or do both. And just like mark them, you know what I mean? Like make it so that folks know which one they're getting. Y'all, I could eat those deviled eggs made with the 0 point ranch dip all day long. I mean, I'm a big old fan of the deviled egg anyway, but 0 point deviled eggs, yes please. What about, while we're making platters, I know we've moved down from our platters, I ain't got a list, y'all. What about if you do chips? Now chips are gonna have points, but you could do like chips, you could do like tortilla chips, you could do pita chips, any old kind of chips with salsa. And again, check your salsa, because Michelle, I'm sorry, I can't remember who hipped me to this one, but some salsas have points. If it has sugar in it, it's gonna have points. So make sure your salsa is 0 points, but you can do some kind of like chip tray, like tortilla chips or something with salsa. Make you some 0 point ranch dip. Y'all, that is so good. Dip it in your ranch dip and then salsa on it. Yum, super filling. So tortilla chips with ranch dip, salsa, and then make like a, okay, I may be calling this the totally wrong name. Is it cowboy caviar? That's like some kind of beans and corn and like peppers and stuff. Yum. So just be careful. Make sure you're putting all 0 pointy stuff in it. I did that without hitting a curb. Did y'all see that? Now watch me hit a freaking light pole or something because I'm bragging about my driving. But yeah, so make you a, I'm going to just pull over here and we'll talk for a minute, and then I'm going to get off here and go inside and do my things and then get back to the house. So I'm going to park right here. Now there's an Office Depot here that I should not go in because I am an absolute, as would be a surprise to absolutely nobody, sucker for any kind of office supplies. Like a cute pen, yes please, thank you. Anyway, so make you a chip tray with salsa 0 points, 0 point ranch dip, and then you're getting points for your chips, but still it's going to help you out with a bunch of other tasty stuff that's at the party. You can snack on your chips and not be eating like chicken wings and buffalo chicken dip and all the other stuff that folks are going to have there. So that's a great option. And what was, oh, I had one more that I really wanted to talk about. We've done this a time or two. Take you some chicken breasts and either slice them up, or y'all know I like to do the chunks. Either slice them or chunk them. Toss some olive oil, like toss them in some olive oil, put some seasoning on them, stick them in the air fryer. So it's like grilled chicken, but it's tastier. And you can like stick toothpicks in them and use them for dipping. So you can do, instead of Sweet Baby Ray's, do Ray's barbecue sauce, which is, y'all check me on this, I want to say it's 0 points for a few tablespoons of that. Or again, even if you like, there are buffalo sauces that are 0 points, so you can get dipping sauces that are 0 points. If you make use some kind of mustard sauce to dip in, 0 points. But even if the sauces that you're dipping in have a few points, that chicken's going to be 0 points, and it's going to save you. Here I am looking all shifty. There's nobody even around me, and I'm looking all shady. If you're dipping grilled chicken versus like fried, even like breaded buffalo, like breaded chicken fingers in the air fryer, those are still going to be way more points than just your grilled chicken. And y'all, that grilled chicken is tasty, especially if you dip it in some Ray's barbecue sauce. Yes, please. So go enjoy your Super Bowl party, have fun with your friends, eat you some tasty food, but just think in terms of harm reduction, right? You're not going to come out of there with like, probably not going to come out of there with a 3 or 5 point like all night of eating, but you can come out of there with a fewer points than you would have if you think about what you're eating and take you some safer snacks to snack on along with the other stuff that's there. So that's my thoughts on that. So y'all, I'm going to run in here. I'm going to get us some stuff. We're going to go back to the house. I'm going to do that core workout. We're just going to see how it goes. And then I'll see y'all in the kitchen, and I'm going to make a couple of things that I don't think for even a second the intern is going to take to his Super Bowl party. But it's going to be tasty, and y'all can make it and take it to y'all's Super Bowl party. So let me do some running around. I got to go to a few stores. I don't think I'll be back to talk to you, but if anything, like if I do anything super dumb, I'll come back and tell you about it. Or if anything funny happens, or if I think of something, I'll come back and tell you about it. But otherwise, I'll see you back at the house.
Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules. My life destroyed, a life destroyed. Until I walk awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take? Can I be your superhero?
Oh, y'all, that actually went a little better than I thought it would. Now, I'm not gonna say it's great. Y'all quit judging me, but those roll-ups, that like sit-up bit, that had been like super painful. Like the other day, I could do it, but it hurt really bad and I had to bend my other leg. Now I can actually do it, so we might be making progress. That excites me a lot because I go back and see Katie in 2 weeks. And I'll be so happy if I'm actually winning PT when I go see her. So anyway, enough of all that, let's make some stuff. So here's what I'm thinking. The goal here is to make some party stuff that is a little healthier, but that other people will also eat, right? So like we're not gonna go all crazy and make it like turbo healthy. And I was gonna, so I was thinking, I wanted to make sausage balls. And the ideas I had for sausage balls, like they weren't totally crazy, but they were a little sketchy. But then I saw a recipe for buffalo chicken balls. So y'all quit. I'm gonna keep saying balls, y'all quit, don't be naughty. So we're gonna make that, but first I'm gonna put together I just noticed there's a felon under my feet. I'm gonna put together a spinach dip I'm gonna put all of it together, but first I'm gonna put together the spinach dip and then we'll make the sausage balls. Not sausage balls, buffalo chicken balls. So spinach dip, you're supposed to use sour cream. Y'all know I'm not using sour cream. And so I'm using I'm not really using a Pioneer Woman recipe, but I'm like violating. Like to say that I'm using her recipe is really not true because like I read her recipe and I was like, yeah, that's a good idea to start, but I'm not using all those things and I'm not using sour cream, I'm not using mayonnaise. So what I'm making is kind of like a violation of her recipe, but I'm starting off with her recipe and then we're sort of going our own way. So we're going to start with a cup of plain fat-free Greek yogurt in place of sour cream. And y'all, this might be awful, like pure D awful. I've not tried either one of these ahead of time. We're just going to make them together and see what we get. So we're starting with plain non-fat Greek yogurt instead of sour cream. 1 cup. I'm using this big old bowl. Well, you'll see what's in my regular mixing bowl. But, so there's that. I mean, it's nothing exciting. It's not like I'm breeding goldfish or anything. Now, we're supposed to use 3/4 of a cup of mayonnaise. I'm gonna get close to that. I'm gonna use 3/4 of a cup of light Hellmann's mayonnaise. I know, can y'all believe I even have mayonnaise in my house? I hope I have 3/4 of a cup in here. All right, that's close to 3/4 of a cup. So 3/4 of a cup of Hellmann's. Like I said, I'm using Hellmann's light mayonnaise. And now we start just throwing in stuff. We're supposed to use 1 clove of garlic. So I'm gonna put in a good dollop of garlic. A scallion. I ain't doing scallions, but I am going to do water chestnuts, not in place of scallions, y'all. I know they're not the same thing, but it calls for diced water chestnuts. Yum. A jar of diced pimentos. Probably should have drained those. Oh, that smells good. I like pimentos. A 1/2 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. Y'all, I don't even know what the point of 1/2 teaspoon is, but I'm gonna put it in there. You know, Worcestershire sauce actually has points when you get like up to a bunch of it. I know that's weird. So there's all this stuff. Now I'm supposed to use 10 ounces of, see, this is my regular mixing bowl. It's got my spinach in it. I'm supposed to use 10 ounces of chopped spinach. Well, my packages were 8 ounces. So I got 2 packages. So I figured, you know what, hang on. I'm gonna use a spatula for some proper folding. I figured I would fold in the spinach and maybe put in more. Because spinach is like, it's the good stuff. It's the healthy part. So if we made a super spinachy spinach dip, can't nobody get mad about that, right? And then that kind of like offsets the other stuff we put in. So I'm gonna go back and check and make sure. I did the points on this, and I wanna say it's 3 points for 1/4 of a cup. But that's with a little bit less spinach. That's with like the correct amount of spinach, not like the world's own big ball of spinach that we're making. So I'll go back and look while it's baking and let y'all know, because I actually did calculate this stuff to make sure it wasn't going to be like 47 points for a serving, because then we don't want nothing to do with none of that. So we're supposed to put salt and pepper in here. I'm going to put in a little, but I don't think it's going to make a difference. Oops. You know what we should put in is like some Frank's hot sauce or something. That would be, shoot, no we're not. No we're not. I'm going to say we should though, because that would be delish. All right. Oh, there it is. Let's say I lost my salt. I think this is still going to be a little bland, but we can salt it when we eat it. Oh, I'm way up out of camera range. It's pretty. Look how pretty it is. I'm going to throw in some pepper. All right, so, oh, I just got a snout full of pepper. So So that's all there is to that, y'all. I'm gonna set this aside and let's make our buffalo chicken balls. All right, I need to stop mixing this. Hang on, let me transfer. Let's switch to another kitchen. No, let me get this out the way and then we'll make our chicken stuff. All right, y'all, I feel like the world is right side up again. I have my mixing bowl back. So here's this is super simple. I hope it's good. So we're actually using chicken, not turkey, which is what y'all know. I would normally use 99% fat-free turkey, but because chicken is now 0 points, well, chicken was always 0 points, but the 92% lean chicken is also 0 points now, so it's got a little more something. Y'all do not talk to me about what the something is that's in this chicken, because it's gonna have a little more taste to it. And again, we're looking for things that other folks will enjoy as well. So, pound of chicken, we're gonna throw in, I shouldn't have done that yet because I have to measure out my breadcrumbs. I need ½ a cup of breadcrumbs. Everything else I have already portioned out, well, most everything. Because y'all, we gotta talk about something. So that's a lot of breadcrumbs. ½ cup of breadcrumbs, that's right. Oh, that's gonna be, oh, you know, okay. All right, I feel better about what I wanted to talk to y'all about. So, 1/4 cup diced celery. I probably might have diced that a little bit better, but it'll be fine. 1 egg. About to have to put my hands in this mess, y'all, and you know what? I might not, because it's about to get real up in here. Hang on. Let me grab a good spatula here. Is that a good one? That's a good one. All right. I am going to go ahead and put in my salt and pepper. And this is what I thought was strange. And y'all, I have been debating if this is really what this means. It's 2 tablespoons of ranch dressing. And I was like, does it mean ranch dressing or does it mean powdered ranch dressing? And I went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And 2 tablespoons of powdered ranch dressing is a lot, like a lot. And then literally, as I was saying to y'all, ½ a cup of breadcrumbs is a lot. We're putting in 2 tablespoons of ranch dressing. So hopefully this isn't disgusting. This might be completely disgusting, but we'll see. But I'm not sticking my hands in it. So we're gonna mix this all up. And then of course we're gonna scoop them out and bake them at, I think I'm gonna end up having to stick my hands in here, y'all. Dang it, this is just gross. Ugh. I think it's gonna taste good. I just don't want to put my hands in it. I'm starting to get nervous at doing that. I'm gonna make it tough. So here we go. I'm going in, y'all. All right, here we go. It's really not that, oh yeah, it is. I was gonna say it's really not that much worse than what we normally do. It's bad. But as with when we make turkey meatballs, you don't want to work the stuff any more than you have to. Although this is definitely more moist than ground turkey. Like I can feel the difference. I think that's pretty well mixed up. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna I'm gonna air fry these. So I'm gonna keep a close eye on them, because the recipe says 450 for like 20 minutes. Y'all, no, not an air fryer. So I'm gonna scoop these out by probably 1 tablespoon scoops, stick them in the air fryer at 400 degrees. See how they do. I might end up jacking it up a little bit. I don't know, we'll see. I'll let you know when they're done. And then we have one more step to do. So let me get them cooked and then I'll come back and let you know what else we have to do to them. All right, y'all, our chicken meatballs are done. Look how tasty those look. They came out like nice and crispy. Apparently that's what happens when there's, I don't know, a little bit of fat in your meat. But anyway, so now we gotta do our buffalo sauce. This is the hero move of the day. So remember, that our goal here is to make something that's a little healthy, but also that the normies will like. So y'all just go with me on this one. So I am melting 4 tablespoons of butter, and I'm using actual, honest to goodness, real butter. And into that, I am going to, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and pour it in. I'm gonna pour in 3/4 of a cup of, it just says wing sauce. So I'm gonna use Frank's Red Hot because it's 0 calories, 0 points. I mean, of course, the butter's not 0 points. But other wings, oh, that's sizzly. Other wing sauces already have stuff in them and they can have points. So I went with the Frank's. Now all we have to do is we pour our meatballs in there, preferably without splashing on ourselves. Toss them around. And we have buffalo chicken meatballs. Y'all, that actually looks pretty good. So I'm gonna cut this off. Did I say before that I had to cook that spinach dip? I don't know if I said it or not, but I definitely thought it. I was completely wrong. And I thought it was weird because there's no cheese in the thing. I was like, how am I making spinach dip with no cheese? And then I was like, okay, maybe just your country self thinks you have to have cheese in everything, and like spinach dip really doesn't have to have cheese. Well, you don't cook it. It's just like mixed up supposed to be sour cream and mayonnaise and stuff. So I put it in the fridge. I kept us out some to taste, but I just went ahead and put it up in the fridge. So I'm trying to toss these around without breaking them up. But let me get these mixed up good, and I will get us some in a plate and get us set up over there with some water, because this is gonna be spicy. And we'll try these and we'll try our spinach dip, all right? So meet me over there. All right, before I forget, I really did calculate things, and the spinach dip is about a point for 1/4 of a cup, because you know you got to put in like how many servings it is. So I put in that what I made was 12 servings, and I think if you do 12 servings, it's about 1/4 of a cup per serving, and it's like 1 point. But the only thing in there really that had any points was that light anyway, it's about a point for 1/4 of a cup. And then the meatballs, I made 18 meatballs out of that pound of chicken that I mixed all up with the stuff. And it comes out to 2 points per meatball. And that's with the 4 tablespoons of butter with the Frank's Red Hot sauce. So, or Frank's buffalo sauce or whatever. So I'm already regretting using the Frank's buffalo sauce, because y'all, this is gonna be hot, but they look very tasty. Look how cute they are. Well, I showed y'all in the pan, but they got a good crust on them when I cooked them in the air fryer. So I think, well, no, I'm gonna just do it. And I'm dipping them in a little bit of the light ranch dip, but y'all, you can use, it might actually be better to use our 0 point ranch dip. I'm using a generous amount of ranch dip because I'm gonna set myself on fire, but here we go. Y'all, that's good. That's not ridiculously hot. Now I put a little more sauce on it, now I'm gonna regret it. It's a little bit ridiculous. Okay, yeah. It's a little bit ridiculously hot on the back end. But that second bite, I didn't put any ranch dip or ranch dressing on. Those are good. I don't know if I love ground chicken. They might have been better with ground turkey, but y'all know I'm a ground turkey girl. So those are good. Super easy to make. Y'all saw how easy to make those were. And this, y'all, this spinach dip, I know I should have set up my other camera, but y'all saw this when we made it. Now that we know that we don't have to cook it, you don't got to try to keep it warm at a party, ain't nothing for nothing. Let's taste it. I got these, I just think these are so cute. They are not low in points. It's like, I don't know, 3 points for 11. Check me on these, I'm making up numbers. But They're cute and they're good, and when you're using them with the dip, look, they're thick. So they'll hold like a big old chunk of dip. I know that didn't focus at all, sorry, there we go. They'll hold a big old chunk of dip. So that's the spinach dip, just how we made it, because we're about to adulterate this a bit. It's good, but it's bland, because remember we used Greek yogurt instead of sour cream, and I'm not sorry I did, because we can eat a lot of it for not many points, and we can eat it on cute crackers because it's so low in points. But here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna add not the Buffalo Franks, I'm gonna add some Frank's Red Hot, just a little, okay, maybe a little more than I meant to. But let's try that. So remember I said I wanted to put hot sauce in it when I was making it? Let's see how it is with hot sauce. Or you can throw seasoned salt or just something to give it a little bit of a kick, because you're not getting that little bite that real sour cream would have because we use Greek yogurt. So my eyes are about to water. That is good. Y'all, I am a huge fan of Frank's Red Hot, like more of a fan than I should be. I'm old, and old folks should not be eating hot stuff like that, but oh, that's good. So I would say spinach dip, just the way that we made it, is good with Greek yogurt instead of sour cream, but just think about putting a little bit of something in there to give it a little more taste. Like, I didn't put in much salt. So Daisy's like, what are you doing? I know. Add a little more salt, just a little something. Put a little hot sauce in it, put a little like Lowry's seasoned salt, put something in there. I don't taste the Greek yogurt. Hang on, let me taste a little. You know what, I'm gonna taste some just commando and see if I taste, since we didn't cook it, we didn't like cook out any Greek yogurtiness. Maybe the mayonnaise is killing the Greek yogurtiness. Because you know how Greek yogurt has that little something to it? I don't taste that at all. It's just bland. So throw something in there to make it, like, give it a little more kick, and y'all, that's a real, like the chicken balls are an okay option. I think this is a really good option to either serve if you're hosting a party, or if you're taking something to a party, like take something else that, everybody will like. But you can take this that folks that are being careful will like, and it's good. So yeah, I'm gonna go with those are both good options for healthy Super Bowl party options that people other than just us will like. So y'all, that's all I got for you. Let us know in the comments. Are you doing anything for the Super Bowl? And if so, do you have any healthy or like healthy-ish snack plans? Snack plans? Whatever, snacks planned. Let us know in the comments. Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you made it this far, we are most definitely friends. So go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. I upload food and fitness videos at the beginning of every week with some book videos sprinkled in between. See you on the next one.